literally, we went about 10 feet.
Yep.
And now we're right back into the second video. I do that just because it takes forever to upload these things on my phone. And if I don't break them up at right around a half an hour, they just get stuck and then they never get uploaded.
So that if you're taking time to watch this and had watched the other one yesterday and now you're today, well, happy whatever day it is you're watching it. And good morning, good evening, whatever time it is.
Right. And
Here
there,
comes the
coming around the
reservoir.
corner, is the big old reservoir.
And
So,
Jim's going to look up because that's his job
yes,
now.
it's my job now.
Well,
I
actually,
have
it's
two
always
jobs.
his job. We're just now recording.
This is my
but it's his
part-time job. I look up and see what the heck we're looking at.
It's like, because sometimes I know this reservoir, the different times we come down, and you probably won't be able to see it, but there are some times where it's really low and really high, and you can see the watermarks.
San Luis Reservoir.
San Luis?
San Luis, Luis Reservoir. Although right now it's basically rock. And as you can see, there's no trees. The trees went away all of a sudden. There's a few, but for the most part, it goes right out into very dry, barren area. And
unless it's during the season of the year where it's green.
Yeah. But we are still on California Highway 152. And this is from the top of the pass down to basically to the truck stop. I think we're going to go get fuel down here at the Petro. And,
right?
Well, we always
no, it's not across from the pea soup place because that's the TA. We're going to Petro.
But
pea soup Anderson's, if anybody ever gets out to Santa Nella.
Right.
That's one of the restaurants out there that they have pea soup.
The water level in this reservoir has come back up some in recent years. For a while, it was way, way down. And it's still down. I mean, you can see the upper extent of the water level probably as we go around this curve up here.
That's one of those other topics that when we first came out here, I never really thought about it, but because we're from Ohio and we don't worry about water. I mean, that's just something we might have a drought, or the crops might get, not get enough rain or whatever. But out here, water rights are a big thing out here. I mean, when you go to buy land, it is, they fight over the water rights, and there was some political stuff going on. I don't know, probably still is out here.
Imagine that.
With the water coming across the mountains, and where they were storing that water, and how maybe the farmers weren't going to get the water that they needed. I mean, it just something we don't think about in Ohio.
Right. Yeah, because we have water. Basically, you turn the water on it. We don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But out here, they have to. And I don't know if you can see on that last sort of curve we went around down in towards the valley, you can see where the water levels were up quite a bit higher at one point in time. And when Judy and I first started driving, those water levels were basically up to the top of that line. You'll see as we get down further, this road just winds around the north side of the whole reservoir. But you can see right up close to the road.
Right down there.
You can see where it once was. So I know they had so much rain and everything out here, but I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know if those water lines are from earlier this season or this year.
Right. But it's just amazing how the water levels change.
Well, I think our friends yesterday, I think they were talking about how it's supposed to rain quite a bit here, and they're supposed to actually get rain. What, Tuesday out here?
Right. Yeah, tomorrow. So I just love the colors of the grass, the dry grass. But it's dry grass, so hopefully no one decides.
It's like straw at home, honey.
Yeah, it is. It's what it looks like.
So basically, there's nothing else to talk about.
That's it.
That's all she wrote. We're done talking.
Basically done.
Until we're not.
But you can see the water levels there again. But take a really close look at them. You can just see all the little layers of where the water was over the years. It looks like it's some sort of, like sedimentary rock or something.
Yeah, the different colors that go down.
Yeah. But like I can remember right here, we're gonna go around this curve, and hopefully you can see it. There's rock on the right hand side of the road, which basically the road's built on top of all the rock. But when we first started driving and came across here, that water was almost up to the road, and you can see how far down in there it is now. Because I can remember the water like being up high, and maybe I'm totally
Yeah, I
remembering
think you're
it
just dreaming,
incorrectly,
but
but I mean, but it's been down for the last few years. There's actually on the other side of the road you can't see.
yeah, it's very dry over
There
there.
is water, but there at least there's water in there
Yeah,
now because I know last year we were here that was just a dry
it was
creek.
dried up. Yeah,
So I mean, I'm guessing the water levels are probably up maybe 15, 20 feet from
not
what
up
they
as
were.
far as I'm sure they'd like, but
No, I'm sure they would like to have this reservoir full. So yeah, that's something we don't have in Ohio. We all it's all groundwater for the most part. Um, but out here they just don't
we live out in the country
have
too,
enough.
so that's
Yeah, we have a well, so
hopefully the well just keeps running and running. We also have a creek behind our house too. That there's
yeah, flows
very rarely, every once in a while in the
constantly.
summer it gets really dry, but for the most part it stays flowing pretty good.
So you can see this is a big, huge lake. Um, and then
You
we'll
know what
come
I've
down to
also
the dam.
often wondered, because you don't see anybody out on the lake.
Yeah. Oh, you can see there's elk down there.
Is there elk down there?
Yep. There's 3 of them down
On the
there
beach?
on the beach. I'm sure you guys couldn't see it from the thing.
I think I saw the end of it, but
there
it
were
didn't look very big.
some elk grazing on the beach down there, so we might see some today.
Yeah, I think that's just really funny. Just like grazing on the beach.
Grazing
So
on the
they
beach.
graze the sand or whatever.
Well, you can see like there's little sprouts of green
Grass.
down there in places. Apparently, the elk know where to find it at.
Yeah.
Because
They just
they're elk.
eat dirt.
Those are huge animals. I'm just amazed how big they are, and thankfully we've never really seen one up close. Other than when we first started, we took a trip one weekend out of Denver. We went up to Rocky Mountain National Park and drove through Estes Park, the little town that's up there. And there were elk walking right down the center of the street. One literally walked right past our truck. I could have reached out and petted it.
If you didn't get your hand eaten
But
first.
they're like, as tall as a truck bed or taller. So they're really, if you look up on the top of this ridge, right to your right, there are a few
there's
elk
bunch
up
of them.
there.
Look
There's
like
a whole
cows
bunch of them.
mostly. I mean,
Yeah, they sort of look like cows, but
they're not. They don't. I don't see any bulls up there.
right. But well, that's pretty cool.
Oh, it's a whole herd of them.
Yeah, you've actually got that on film now.
Yeah, I think they've decided to cross at a different crossing than what they told you back there.
Yeah, they don't listen.
Yeah, they don't. They don't like that crossing back there that they have posted for them. They moved down the road a shade.
Right. You'll be able to see on the right-hand side here in just a little bit the actual earth dam. And usually we see them down here by the dam. I don't think I've ever seen them this far up by the actual lake.
Well, and I don't know. Sometimes I think we might miss them because we're
Right.
not paying attention or looking out that way. And they do blend in with the grass, the white color it is.
Yeah, they do.
It's not as easy to see.
Nature's camouflage.
Yeah. It's what our grandson would tell you.
Yes. He would. So anyway, we are headed to Alabama. We'll deliver there Wednesday, and then fortunately it looks like we might have a load taking us closer to home, and so we're probably going to go home.
It's taking us to Ohio.
Yeah.
OH.
IO.
Woohoo.
But that
Time
load,
for the football game this weekend.
yeah, football game this weekend, and the big football game the weekend after Thanksgiving, where
Yeah.
the good
That is
guys
just so weird
versus
that they
the
changed that.
team up north. But anyway, so we'll probably go home, be home for 2 weekends in a row. It'd be nice to get some home time. We haven't been there in a while. It's like they're doing some construction on the dam here.
How could you tell?
Sort of scary. What are they doing?
San Luis Creek. Oh, that's considered a creek.
Yeah, it's
But
pretty
I
good
know it's
sized
a
creek.
reservoir, but yeah. the reservoir, which means they stop up the
Yeah,
creek.
this is the outflow area for the, I guess, the pressure relief valve or whatever, if it were to ever overflow. Uh,
Yeah, like I know tons about dams and reservoirs. No
well,
clue.
yes, I think basically everybody should feel
Should
that
be
way.
on there, you know.
Right.
No.
There's the water. Pretty blue
Little
water.
ducks or whatever out there in the water too.
Yeah. So this is where we usually see the elk. They're usually right in this field right here, but
They must have
not
moved
today. I guess they decided to go on a
up.
field trip.
They're up there.
Oh, you see them? Oh, yeah.
They're past the building.
Yeah, if you look right past the building, the fence,
Can they see it?
there is a bunch. Yeah, they will be able to if they zoom in. Hopefully it shows up. There's
They're
a bunch
all
of them that
laying
are
down,
just
it looks
laying
like.
down. Hey, you lazy elk. Get up. What's wrong with you?
Is that one a big one? Is that, well, I guess they're all big, but I guess
Yeah,
they
well, yeah.
still look like they're all cows. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, no, there is a male there. I see him.
See the one standing up?
Oh, there's a couple over there. No, they're laying down too. So they're called tool elk. They're a subspecies of the normal elk that you find in the rest of North America, but like they're specific to right around this area, and they're smaller than a regular elk, but they're still big.
Tool elk.
Tool, yeah,
Okay.
Tule, and I don't
Not
know
like
if I'm.
the mule deer, but the tool elk.
I
Right?
don't know if it's pronounced tool or tule or how.
Well, how's
Anyway,
it spelled?
Tule.
T-U-L-E. Like
So-
mule, but T.
Yes,
T.
tool. So anyway, I do know that.
You're
so,
such a tool. Maybe that's what people say when you're such a tool.
my gosh. All right. Well,
I'm
that's
really referring to elk,
that.
which could be a compliment.
If you were a large species of terrestrial land animal, yeah.
Whatever.
But
No.
anyway, so that's the video. I guess we'll wrap it up. We're almost to the Petro here at Santa Nella. Get fuel and go on our merry way.
Oh.
So,
Before we stop,
oh,
Los Baños, if you're ever up this way, they have, not this direction necessarily, but the taco truck or the whatever in Los Baños. What, isn't it in Los Baños?
what are you talking about?
The taco truck.
No, that's in Lost Hills.
Oh, it's in Lost Hills. Okay, I lied.
There is a
Never mind.
taco truck here, though.
There is a taco truck here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway,
Yeah, you're right. Because at the Petro, it's like across at the other gas station, right?
right.
Wow. Okay. Well, see, we're all about the. We got to shout out the taco trucks for our friends that
Right.
like taco trucks.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
All right, we're going to end this up. So be safe.
Jim's tried to
Thank you
end
for
it
watching.
like every time, and I just keep talking.
We would be here forever. So anyway, all right, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for the one person that's still out there watching, maybe two. And we will catch you all in the next video.
So long, everybody.
Good night.